Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jones. I'm a 15-year TCG veteran coming out here trying to teach people how to play the Pokemon trading card game better and how to play more effectively. On tonight's stream, we'll be taking fan requests and we will be continuing to practice and get more familiar with the new cards that just came out of the most recent set, Mega Evolutions. As you can see, my thing is acted up. And I need to try to figure out how to get it started. So there we go. So as soon as live reboots itself, we will be good to go. Alright, so there we go. Now that we got that up and going, now the game ought to start loading. We'll get some games in. Alright, so just trying to get this loaded up, and then we'll get to start playing. Got two decks that I'm going to start with. One of them being Garchomp, and then the other one we're going to be looking at is Mega Lucario. So, also at the same time too, if you got decks that you want me to try, decks that you want me to play, drop those down in the chat below. And, you know, I pretty much just got about everything built. So, you know, I got a fair amount of stuff to work with. So we're going to play a game here with Cynthia and see what happens. I think it's somebody in the Diglett rank. This is also going to be the first time that I've ever actually picked up the Cynthia deck. So this will be quite the learning experience for me as well. I think I want to go second. Yeah, I want to go second. And watch me end up like pairing into like a Terra box or something. That's gonna be great. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Just the one Gibble. Alright, what does this guy do? Wow, that's kind of gross. So this could go either really good or really bad, just depending on what this Iono is going to give me. So they're probably going to attach. Interesting choice here. Yeah, they get 2. And then that Snover having 90 HP is really interesting too. Probably end up just having to like throw that away. That was absolutely disgusting, and I hate that. I'm just gonna Rock Hurl. I think like not Evoing doesn't do me anything there. Surfing Beach, that's cool. Surfing Beach is a new stadium. Basically, it says like you can switch your active water with the bench water. Appreciate that, my guy. You know, that'd be cool too, like if I actually had some Pokemon I could use that with. Okay, so that's actually kind of big. They missed their... They missed. So that's a little bit better. I was going to try to grab a Gabite out of that, but I forgot that the Fighting Gong's only a basic fighting Pokemon, but we do have an out to a Fighting Energy if we need it. And we really don't need Toedscool or Toedscool in this match, I feel. I think it's just going to be a matter of we got to set up and then basically just make our guys become beat sticks. Now, alright, so there that is... So, 300 damage, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we're probably going to need this Fighting Energy in there. You know, I guess I could put Toedscool in there too. You don't need that. Get rid of that. Not ideal. But I could use the Spiritomb in case they try to... They don't one-shot me. Yeah, I'd like to draw some cards. So really, it kind of just at this point, it's entirely up to like what they draw. And I think maybe as long as like we just 2-tap them, I think we kind of just win. All right, so 300, not quite. So then this is where it's gonna get cute. I can go here. Go Champion's Call. We'll grab a Rose Raid. So I'm gonna go Garchomp. One to that. Retreat. I think go 370 with Spiritomb. That is crazy. This is why I don't want to leave Garchomp untouched. And again, that power weight, I think it's like what? Cynthia's power weight? Yeah. Giving Garchomp 70 HP is just disgusting. And then even the fact of like having that much damage. This is pretty interesting. Alright, well, there we go. 600 damage. Wow. Insane. And then watch this right here. So we do that, we go Power Pro, increase our damage, and then we one-shot it. Boom. Game. That was insane. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so there we go. One game. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sit there and hide behind Spiritomb. Serendipity can mean anything. Could definitely mean anything. Psychic Energy, it's most likely not Terrabox, it's most likely Gardevoir. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. It's not the best. Alright, so Okay, so Tatsugiri. Alright, so we're playing Sloping. Well, dang it, that was the wrong one. I'll be fine. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it is what it is at this point. At least this way it slows him down from attacking. Alright, so they're gonna do me. No big deal. Let's do this. Corkscrew Drive. And then obviously we want to draw cards. Sorry, trying to multitask here at the same time while doing this. So they got the Academy at Night. We're going Tatsugiri. Let's see what they put in here. Oh wow, look at you. I bet you're so happy for yourself. Hmm. Thank goodness for that. That'll work. Tried to do that. Oh goodness. Back to the Tatsugiri. Back to the attract customers. Just Iono him. Put myself down to 4. Bump this. I'll do this. And just try to get rid of them. That way. Still haven't hit a Gabite. But at least with this way, what I can do now is I can go and grab a Toedscool with that. Because I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to go Toedscool and a Toedscruel, and then I'm going to like prevent them from being able to get stuff from the bench back into their deck. And it's interesting though, like how this is like kind of the Slowking deck's kind of like made a resurgence. But then what's going to be tempting here now is trying to see what they give me. Alright. So that tells me a lot. They did not get what they wanted. Alright. The other part to this too is we can't give them everything they need. Now I'm just gonna like play a bunch of this stuff down so I can like clear out my hand. And we'll just do this, and then that way we just will go to 2. Yeah, so I'd like to draw cards. Alright, so there we go, we got Arven, that's promising, that's gonna be good. Turo. So they're leading Natu. I mean, they do get the free retreat, but that does kind of make me wonder what they have or what they don't have in their hand. Because if they had something like a reversal energy or something, like they would instantly put up Slowking. All right, Academy at Night. So we'll see what's going on here. All right, there's another Lilies. They're still going to be able to see 6. Alright, there's a Bidoof. Alright, so they got the Kyurem. Nothing easy. Nothing easy. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so now we gotta see what in God's name are they gonna try to pull off here. So we gotta see if they're gonna be able to take 3 prizes in 1 turn. I don't think they'll be able to, but we'll still see. There's the flip the script. that. Catavant Knight. Wonder what in God's name they're going to put on top. Alright, cure him. They'll take one knockout. Yeah, there it goes. So we weren't able to get the Toad School up in time, but you know, it was fine. We got a knockout there. So there we go. Alright, moved up to Giratina. So far, pretty good with Garchomp. Doing really good. Check the chat. Nothing in chat. That's totally fine. So... and keep going second's actually working out pretty good for us. Although I haven't been able to team Evo. Well, I think I did, yeah. Keep getting these wonky starts like this. Alright, playing against Eevee. Alright, this actually might be pretty hard. And we're letting him go first, so that's going to make things even more difficult for us. You're playing Dragapult? What? So it's Dragapult with Eevees. Huh. Interesting. All right. Don't want to give him more prizes, but it is what it is. And I whiff. So we got a bunch of stuff prized. Well, that was weird. That was genuinely weird. And that is the second game in a row that we've whiffed a... Actually, no, it's the third game in a row that we whiffed a turn 1 TM Evo. Yeah. Not good. Not good at all. So our opponent plays Eevees, but they also play... I don't know. Yeah, they've got to play Dragapult. It would make sense. So it looks like they're trying to get Flareon up and going. Fine by me. I feel like this list is missing rare candy. Like I could definitely use a rare candy in this. That's not going to do me any good now, is it? I'll hold on to that. Yeah, this is still such a weird deck. Still Alright, there's the Sylveon. So let's hope they miss board or air balloon or something. Alright. Rigid band. Okay. Alright, so that's interesting. Don't have a Gibble. Love that. So we can take the 2-shot on the Sylveon. Now what would be absolutely diabolical is if they go bring this down to the bench and then do the Angelite to it. Oh wow, oh no. See, told you, called it. Called it. This is where it gets funny. So, like, I can do this, right? I can do that. And then I can do this here. Grab that. Grab that. Do this. Grab the fighting energy. I'm gonna do this so they can't get anything back. And then I'll do this just to get the stuff back in there. Do this. And now I just say, all right, try again. So there's that. There's the Iono. There we go. Oh, more bots telling me there's cheap streams and cheap views. Probably going to just blast this guy. So there's that. That ain't gonna work. Dang, I'm out of the power juice thing. Dang, I'm 10 off. So I think it'd be better just to like gonna be better just to like swing and draw more cards. Weird. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna have to Iono after this turn for sure. Yeah, this is definitely turned into quite the interesting game for sure. Definitely have to do that. That was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, here comes the Hyperblower Angel Light. Switching is bitchin'. A very interesting game so far. Cool story, bro. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, there we go. They finally got the Dragapult out. Or Jacloak, at least. Yeah, I shouldn't have Iron Red myself. I probably ended up hurting it more than helped it. Alright, so there goes that. Yo. Okay. It's like, I don't know, there's like something going on outside my apartment or something, but it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. It's weird. Alright, so he's gonna Hyper Blower something back. This is an Angelite turn, that's for sure. Yeah, this deck needs rare candy. Like, absolutely needs rare candy. Yo, there's Dragapult. Alright, I see you, Dragapult. Now let's just hope that they can whiff that. Jesus! Throw away that Turo. No, it's still in there. Oh, there's all the gibbles and gabites. Jeez. So in the end, we sit there and that's what I get for running my mouth. But honestly, though, like, if we don't get in a situation where, like, we whiff the Eevee and we don't have the rare candy, like, yeah. Like, this changes if we were able to get a rare candy or something going. Yeah. I think that's where, like, this comes in handy, and, like, where this realistically becomes more, like, this just becomes, like, more realistic. Had we not missed the power, this had not been prized, and then, like, if we had a rare candy or two. But, like, honestly, that deck's an anomaly. Like, I'm not too mad about that. I'm gonna play one more game and then I'm gonna go figure out what that god-awful noise is outside my house. It's probably some CIA, like, sound weapon or something. But, you know, we said we played 4 games, and yeah, I've only dropped 1, so 3-1, not too bad. But again, here it is. We go second, we get absolutely nothing, despite playing 4 Arven. See, that's the thing to remember too, is like we're playing 4 Arven, and we still can't figure it out. Alright, we've automatically lost. We're playing against Grass deck. That Chikorita Meganium is so silly. Yeah, Selby says I can't do anything. Alright. Yeah, and I would love to be able to, like, play the game. But no! Can't do nothing. And this guy is like, I can't even knock this guy out. Like, there's nothing. Yeah, it's like just an hard auto loss. Big Pokemon saying, Jones, you can't climb up the ranks. We don't want you doing that. We don't want you playing with Giratina. We don't want you playing with Garchomp anymore. Yeah, so you're going to go back down to Mewtwo. So I'm going to go figure out what's going on. I will be right back. Alright, so apparently it's some kind of like commercial, like, cleaning service. I guess kind of like ServPro or something. Yeah, God only knows what happened out there. That's weird. Alright. So I'm gonna another play another game or two with Cynthia's Garchomp, and then I'm going to jump to something else. So I'm going to jump to that and see what else is going on. Try this again. Yeah, still haven't hit a turn 1 TM Evo. Like, 4 of those games, I hit a single turn 1 Evo. What's even crazier too is like, even all those games, I don't even count that last one. Even all those 4 games, like, we still didn't. We went first we won the flip every time and still didn't get what we wanted. Here we go! 6 times in a row. Will I finally be able to do it? Okay, it's a start. Alright, this are Cleffa. I bet they're playing Charizard. Oh. Sure. This will be fun. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. Is that we can't one-shot him. We gotta kill the. We gotta kill that Reshiram. so we'll just go ahead and play that. Well, I think maybe if I keep the... Okay, so then we get the Pecharunt. I think if I keep the damage output low, I can afford to knock something out. There we go. See what they get here. Alright, so they've got to put anything up. There's another trade. Really not a whole lot they can do here. I mean, they can use the Pecharunt to swap out the Zoroark, which is probably what they're gonna do. So I'm gonna have to throttle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throttle the damage there. So that's 160. That's, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Hilda. Energy and an evolution. So... yeah, because there's like no way I can one-shot it. So I think what I have to do... yeah, I'm gonna have to one-shot it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to one-shot it. 360, 320. Yeah, as long as I don't play like Jamming Tower or something, yeah, they don't hurt me. And that's what I wanted a turn earlier. Yeah, the poison damage definitely doesn't help either. The only way they'd be able to one-shot me is if they went to 200, which I don't think they're going to be able to do. So then, I guess what's going to have to happen here is they either boss Cyrano. So I guess it's in, attach. Yeah. But I think if anything, like I don't want to waste my boss on the Reshiram. Like, well, they could attach and get a dark and then put it on Monkey Dory, but then that also affects the amount of damage they're doing too. So 360, 390. All right, that's crazy. We just gotta blitz the energy off of them. Oh, 400. Oh god, I forgot. It's this 40 more damage. Jesus Christ. Alright. I only thought it did 30 more. Alright, let's just blitz this guy and get it over with. Love that for me. Alright, so there that goes. Interesting. It's interesting to see what they're going to do there. 110. I think I can do this. Does 10 damage reach damage counter on all of them? Yeah, so that's 170. I don't know why they got 230 out of that. It should be 1700. Or is it damage counter? Yeah, so it'd be 17. So that should just be 130. Wow. How we got 230? I don't know. Yeah, because if it did 10 damage for each damage counter, all your instant units is affected by weakness. That should have been 1700 damage. Unless it's plus. No, it's not plus, it's times. Alright, so this is going to be a weird one. Yeah, they don't knock me out. I think they messed up. Alright, I think I kind of win. Yeah, I kind of win. Yeah, they don't have any kind of thing resisting damage. Yeah, we win. Totally got lucky there, but you know what? We won. And I guess they thought they could kill me, but with the power weight, I definitely made it awkward for him. Alright, now we're back in Giratina. Alright, so time to change it up. Time to change it up. Trying to pull up a list now. I was going to say 14 of these? Oh, that would make sense. Trying to see like which. What is that? That's Scarlet and Violet. What is that set? Is it Prismatic Evolution? That's Scarlet Violet base. That's Scarlet Violet base. That's Stone Crown. Yeah, it's gonna be Prismatic Evolution. That's Mega. Alright. Yeah, this one's just better, just on principle. That's kind of cute. Alright, Discord, figure yourself out. Use all my credits on something. Oh, it plays no boss. Okay, so this list plays no boss. That's interesting. No vessel. Okay. No, I have no. So it plays no hand disruption. That's crazy. I'm gonna play 4 Lily, which makes sense. 4 Stretcher. Alright, that makes sense. 3 Turo, because that's how we're gonna bounce. 4 Powerades. Super rad. these. Change it up some Bill Murray. Alright. EXP shares, because obviously, why not? Gotta get those. I got this list passed on from a local on my card shop. And he's like, yo, hey, Jones, check this out. Let me see what you want. And I was like, hey, you know what I think I'm going to do is I'll play this on stream and we'll see what works and what doesn't work. And he's like, you do that? I'm like, yeah, I do that. So he's pretty excited about that. And it was also just a really good conversation. I've just been like very receptive and just very open to coaching and just advice. So that's always fun. Now, one of the things that I don't really agree with is just that one Pokegear. Same thing with like just this one nest ball. But then we have like all these professors' researches. So we have those. It's missing a town store. Okay. Call this Luca. Where's that? There it is. This is only fitting. Put it in the Crown Zenith box and sleeves. You know what's crazy too? It's like those sleeves are so bad quality. They're such poor quality that like I never realized that they had a crown on them. Alright, so we're gonna try some games of Luca. Shout out to Ashton for the list. So we're gonna see what happens here. See what happens. I guess we want to go first, going blind. Cool. Oh, playing against Maraudon. Let's just hope that they don't, like, pop off. Cool. It's like, alright, I see what you guys are trying to do. Like, you're trying to load everything up on the Pikachu, but let's be real here. Like, I know what you're trying to do. Now, the trick is not getting... Like, I've got to strike, and I got to hit the Pikachu first. Like, that's what this comes down to. Is Pikachu's got to get hit first. And I don't know what they have in their hands, but they have a tandem unit. I imagine this is probably going to be another Joltik, maybe into an Iron Hands or something. Yeah, Joltik and Iron Hands, we read that right. So, Dark Energy, okay, that's interesting. Alright, that's cool. Alright, and this is what we want. Like, we're just going to sit here and hold just this single prize board and then just make them beat us this way. We'll hold this here. I'm gonna take 2, and then we're gonna do that. Hey, Storm. Yo, I tried, No, that's alright. Actually, I saw you in Pittsburgh, and, like, I said hey and waved at you, but you walked right by me. But it was, like, pretty busy, so, like, I didn't take any offense to it. How was Pittsburgh for you? Let's see what they do. It's okay. It's okay. I bet it's the... Okay, alright. Let's see. Alright. We got game right here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's definitely good. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna go this route. I'm gonna do this instead. I think this is the much more attractive line here. This. Bench that. I'm gonna rip that. Yeah, that's spicy. And then you just smack them that way. Yeah, 251. Was that your first regional? Or was that your first regional for trading card game? All right, so they're committing to the. They are committing to the bit. Nice, nice. Well, it's good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I. Yeah. Gotcha. 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 Well, that's cool. I'm glad again. Like I enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. So, yeah. Oh, let's see what we can do about this Pikachu. Hey, Topaz Bolt. We don't really have to do much of anything at this point. I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't have to do anything. We're good. Yeah, like that was kind of the same thing with me too. Like yeah, that Florida regional needs to happen. Like I never understood why they didn't take it away, like why they took it away to begin with. Just because it's, it's a destination. People go to Florida for more things than just like to play Pokemon. You know. So being able to do that and being able to like experience like Disney World or Universal or something like that, it's infinitely more enjoyable than say like just going to somewhere that the only appeal to it is the tournament. Yeah. So yeah, but no, I was in the same boat. I think for me it was just like because Milwaukee was just too expensive, and then Vegas, I could never find a flight back that I liked. Yeah, Daytona's the big one, and it needs to be Orlando. Like, Daytona's fun, but Daytona is literally just a fever dream. Like, it's literally just a fever dream of crackheads and all the worst stereotypes you possibly could think of. So, yeah. The only downside, though, about Orlando is it's not very easy to traverse. Like, if you're staying around in that area, it's fine, but, like, it's not like other places where the convention center is, like, in reasonable walking distance. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like it's every racing fans like it's a mecca, and like having like been in there and seen the size of that racetrack, it's huge. Yeah, there are quite a few. There are quite a few. I've sat across from a few people wearing Dale Earnhardt shirts, and I mean, like I don't even know who's relevant in racing, so I couldn't tell you. All right, it's a pretty rough start here. Um, Solrock's probably going to carry us. Oh, we're playing against Charmander, so this will be an interesting one. Yep. Alright, so they play Mew. That's pretty smart. I'll have to keep an eye on that. So sitting here playing Lucario, and the thing that I'm starting to really notice about this is that, like, you don't want to lean too heavily on the Lucario too early. And especially now that we've got this guy here, like, you really have to... Like, setup is so huge with this deck. Setup is so huge with this deck. If I could have, I would have loved to have gotten a... I'd love to have gotten a Makahita down. I think that would have been pretty great. That would have been a really good one. Alright, so now they're telling me they gotta turn 2 Zard. So, no big deal. We just keep a single prize board and make them take an odd number of prizes. But our first knockout definitely has to be on Mew. Here comes the T and Evo. Yeah, they've got rare candies. Max spell. Alright, that's cool. Nope. Want that. Okay, we need more. That is awful. Alright, well that's also just as awful. Can't attack without it, but that's totally fine. I can get a revenge kill. And here comes the Charizards. And maybe there's a possibility where I sit there and I get them to stick all their energy on the Charizards. And then they don't put anything on Mew. Alright, so there we go, yeah. So they did that too recklessly. Too recklessly. Alright, so I'm going to keep a board of all single prizers, and then going to initiate the prize trade with Charizard. And I think with the way that they did this, not putting any energy on Mew, I think probably what I'm going to have to do is just tap into the Charizards. And then just bounce with Turo. I think that's what I'm going to end up having to do. 210. Mm-hmm. You know, it could come in handy. Alright, so they got more energy. Alright. We don't want to see a Pidgey. Alright, so that's it. That's all they got. Man, I would need 2 of those. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna have to do this next turn is just straight up just flood down the premium Power Bros and just try to one-shot Charizard. Oh, now they're gonna wisen up to it. Every single time. I think they play like 4 rare candy. Seems like it. Jeez. Alright, so... Alright. Alright, I know what I gotta do. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. And I don't really have... Yeah, because I don't want to take a knockout, because then they just like one-shot me. And we don't get one shot back. So yeah. This gets weird. So put this there. Grab the one Hariyama. Hariyama will grab Mew. Go here. And then I played this down. Wow. Oh, that is so awful. Ugh. Jeez. Yeah. So, that guy, I honestly don't even know what happened there. Like, I think just Charizard's probably a... No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say Charizard's a bad matchup for it. I think it's just more of like Charizard. This deck just has a hard time hitting numbers. I think that's probably most likely the best case, and probably the most obvious thing is that it just has a hard time hitting numbers. So that's a good possibility. Is that the deck just has a hard time hitting numbers. And if that's the case, then yeah, you know, then you just have to toss it up as like it's a bad matchup. Or it's, oh my god, what are these hands? Or is it one of these things of like where maybe the deck benefits from going second because of stuff like this? I guess I just have to do this and just start blasting. And just see what happens. Because I mean, I know what's going to happen. They're going to bring up Badoo. There it is, right there. So, oh man, we're gonna get double Badooed. Wow, I'm so glad I used. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, I don't hate it. This looks like it's just a straight Polt. Oh! Okay. I want to overbench. That'll work. Interesting. I'm gonna toss that up as a display, most likely. I didn't realize that album had already played through once. That's the cool thing about a lot of like Bill Murray's early stuff is it's all like free to use on the streams. Sadly, like I think the newer albums aren't, and like you can get struck with that. So This is going to be a, whatchamacallit? I don't know, it's going to be something. Maybe a Dragapult, most likely. Especially if he fronted it, he's just trying to grab the energy. If they don't have it, they don't have it. Well, they have it. It's Dragapult, they're always going to have it. I mean, I don't even why I sit there and just assume that they're not going to have it. Oh, wow, look at there, a Hilda. Wow. So stunning. Much brave. So I'm 10 short from a Mega Brave. You know, I could do something really crazy right now, and I feel like I need to do it. I feel like I need to try to push for a knockout here. Jeez, Alright. Well, I feel like if I'm gonna take something down, I need to take out their... this guy out. That's crazy. And you know they're going to always, they're gonna have the Iono in hand. Like, it's so like, it's so predictable. Like, the Dragon Ball gameplay is so predictable. Like, you know they're always gonna have the energy. Oh, there's the Recon. That's gonna be this. Oh, there's the Fez. It's so predictable, and it's why I just find the deck so boring. Oh, there's the Maractus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, so it literally comes down to... I gotta have it. I gotta win on this turn. I gotta win on this turn. Alright, so we gotta swing for the fences here. Let's just get it out. Right there. Crazy. And you can't use more than one a game. $20 damage off. 20 damage off. Yeah, couldn't hit it. Couldn't hit the Power Pro. Just the numbers just not working with me tonight. Yeah, the numbers aren't working. Numbers aren't working. Yeah. The deck definitely has a hard time closing out games. Well, no, honestly, I'm going to toss it up to the fact that, like, I had all 4 copies of Power Pro in my deck and I couldn't hit them. I'm going to toss it up to that. This deck's pretty fun. It's pretty simple. I think it's pretty neat. But I just don't think that, like... Yeah, I just don't find it to be very... Like, it's very draw intensive. Like, it's either, like, you have it or you don't. And then, like, the plays are just very... The plays and the lines are just very simple. Like, there's not a whole lot going on there as far as, like, what you're gonna do and what you're trying to achieve as far as, like, as far as, like, your opponent and what you're trying to do. Jeez. Okay, that's cute. Too bad there's no way I can just blast that. You know what, I'll do it. It might just come in handy later. Alright, so this is a much better start than, like, the previous games. Alright, 60 damage. Very nice. So that's not bad. Yeah, we got to get all the energy off of this guy. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm definitely gonna have to like wipe the energy off the board here. Bump that stadium, that'd be awesome. I'll do that. Alright, so my whole point of this is I want to try to get Hariyama and then check down and kill that Ogerpon. But that's going to be entirely based off of like what they do here. Now, they're only really going to be able to put 2 energy on there, but basically I have to try to treat every energy that they have as 2. So that would be like 60, 90, 120. It's 240. It's 270 if they attack with Ogerpon. So then what ends up becoming the case is I either A, swing with Mega Brave, or pull something off where like I'm probably just gonna have to swing with Mega Brave is what I'm realistically. All right, so there we go. They scoop. Okay. So, yeah. I'm starting to think that maybe that's what this deck wants to do. I think this deck wants to go second. I'm going to play one more game. Try to see if I can go second. I think that's probably what I want to do. Alright, so we're going first, so no big deal. Hey, we're playing the mirror. Alright, so there's the Mega. Alright, let's see if I can charge it. Dang. Alright, so let's hope they don't Turo, because if they Turo, then I kind of got a problem. If anything, I just Turo myself. Yep, that's what we gotta do. Okay. Very good, very good. Alright, there's a Makuhita. They probably end up trying to set like a Hariyama. They don't have any energy. It's another Riolu. Alright, dude, just go ahead. Just hit me with Aura Jab. Let's just get it over with. Although it wouldn't surprise me if they retreated, which is probably what I think. Nope, they're gonna Aura Jab. So then what we'll do is hold on to that. That's what I'm gonna do. I gotta knock him out. Alright, so we got those three. So now we need to put ourselves in the position where we can put ourselves in a position where we basically just have to bear blast this guy into oblivion. Oh, we just win at this point. We so win at this point. I guess he's just giving me the game. Or he's trying to hit a... Yeah. So, unless they've got some kind of like counter catcher strategy or something, like it's... I've got it pretty much wrapped up. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing with that. Had to have been a misplay. Yeah. Yeah, so go second. Definitely put an ace spec in here. So yep, that is what we will definitely have to do. Is we definitely need to let's see. Yeah, we need an ace spec, that's for sure. Vitality band's really good. This was okay. This was really good. Yeah. So, So it's not bad. It definitely needs some work, but over that, I think it was fun. I think the most fun that I've had out of the two decks that I played tonight definitely was probably Cynthia. So definitely a lot of things to think about. But anyways, thank you once again for joining. My name's Jones, and thank you for, again, like I said, thank you for joining, thank you for chatting, thank you for sharing the stream. And if you haven't, make sure that you like, subscribe, share it to everybody that you know, and also to let you know that tomorrow night we will be doing the regular local stream on Wednesday night, starting about 7:30 Eastern. And definitely be looking for that. Definitely be looking for the announcement on Instagram, on Twitter, which if you haven't followed me on either of those, it's Jones_TCG_. Same as it would